Okay guys, welcome back. It's Friday evening, October 21st, and we're here to do Friday's recap. This is where we kind of look over what's taken place for the week, spend a couple of minutes doing that. Alright, tonight we're going to hit the latest closed trade results, a quick look at our portfolios to see how they're doing and how all of our trades have done this week. We're going to skim through the status of the few open trades that I want to cover with you tonight. Talk about new trades, and then we'll go through the weekly zones and stats for our levels. Alright, first thing we want to do is take a look at alright, here we go, Trader's Mind weekly trade recap. So this is what's happened this week. We closed out the Crude Strangle for a $2,132 profit. That was on the 18th, on Tuesday. So today we closed out the Iron Condor on the SPX in my retirement account. We ended up with $1,152 profit in that trade. We were only in it 9 days. We were right at the 50% profit target level. So we're just going to keep putting the trades on, guys, and just keep letting these things work out for us. So Monday, just be advised, we'll be putting a new Iron Condor on in the SPX. I'll also be placing a new trade, a new broken wing butterfly trade on. Alright, let's take a look at the double it up portfolio. It says shoot for the moon here. I'm wrestling with a good catchy name for this strategy right here. If anybody has any good ideas, just drop me a line and let me know. But you know, we started this on August 15th. So as of today, we've been trading this portfolio for almost 2.5 months, 1 week shy. Our objective in this account is to double it every 12 months. We're doing it intentionally using a money management algorithm to tell us how much to trade in order to get there. We're trading one strategy, one underlying, just to show you that it can be done. Alright, so as of today, we started with 25,000. We're up to 32,691. So far, we're up 30%, and like I said, 2.5 months. Alright, let's go over and take a look at, let's see. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's take a look. This is my S&P Strangle that I put on early last week on October 12th. Didn't end up the way I wanted to, so I rolled it. I think I'm in a good position, even though it may not look like it is right there. I think I'm in a great position. I'll tell you why. These are all the puts I sold first week against the position. These are the puts. This was actually I sold those puts on that Friday of last week. These are the puts I sold this week that closed out. I went ahead today and sold more puts for next week's expiration cycle. So far I've collected $1,735 of profit. This week, that was last week. This week I collected $1,842 off the premium I sold. And today I collected another $495. So it's yet to be determined how that's going to work out. So I've collected roughly $3,500. We'll call it $3,500 minus with the commissions figured in. $3,500, and let me see what I'm actually down in this account right now. I know you can't see what I'm looking at. Hey, as bad as this graph looks right here, guys, I'm only down $200. Excuse me. If we ever get a pullback in this stock market, I'm just looking for 20 points down. I know that's ridiculous to think we can go 20 down in this market here, but hey, 20 points down, why not? We're in October. 20 points down, this is a home run, guys. I mean, in 3 weeks' time, I could potentially make maybe 3 months worth of these trades. I'm only trying to make 2% a month trading this strategy. So this is a chance where I get to kill it. If I get the market to participate a little bit, you know, that's all we need. We need the market to act like a normal market. that's when we get to kill it. So, but anyway, that's where I stand in this trade. I think I'm in good position. Nope, that's not what we want to see. Okay, here's the Iron Condor I closed out today. Remember, we put it on October 12th. 44 days to go. Today we had 35 to go. So we closed that out for 1170 minus commissions. Reason we closed it out was, if you'll look at the linear P&L graph, it says that as of today we'd be okay if we were up 515.45. Well, we're twice above that, and that means we're banging on that 50% profit target. That's a no-brainer, guys. Just take that thing off and reload. I mean, 9 days into this and we were close to the 50% profit level. It's just incredible. This is how you take these conservative strategies and absolutely crush the market. So you get about 4 or 5 of these opportunities a year, and it really propels your returns forward. So anyway, we closed it out, rung the register, or waiting to reload on Monday. Alright, now let's take a look at our weekly levels. Oh, you know what? First thing we need to do is take a look at the charts. Alright, now we're straight. Okay, let me flip this to slideshow. This is the S&P. You can see S&P stayed in a range this week. Our levels weren't even close on the second levels. First levels weren't even close, so our ranges were spot on. Once again, the S&P. I was so confident we weren't getting a down move. All those puts I sold were at 21.10s, and I sold a bunch at 21.20. So it was really tempting, the option gods there. Anyway, same old market. Alright, here we go with the ZBs. You can see they're trading in a nice downward trending channel. I mentioned last week that it would not surprise me. We were on top of support. Would not surprise me if we saw this thing start moving back up toward the upward boundary of this channel. And that's what we did this week. All 5 days were up in the bond market. Our levels did their job, held nicely. Even though we did close above the first level here, so not worried about that at all. Okay, crude trading in an upward sloping channel. Our levels held in the crude market very nicely, so nothing else to report about there. You'll see it's having a hard time at this resistance level I have plotted here. So and the horizontal blue lines that you see, that's the new trade that I put on this morning. Alright, the dollar. Dollar just continues to motorboat up, guys. I mean, it's just been up and away. So, but our levels held up really well, so none of those were jeopardized or in jeopardy for the week. All right, gold. Once again, for the second week in a row after this big bust right here, has held inside of our ranges. So I just want to keep reminding you that in all the back testing I've done, anytime I've seen any market break that second level and close below it or above it, the way gold did on our second levels, this one closed below the second level, which was somewhere right here that week. The following week is the highest. I've never seen a market yet in all the back testing I've done get close to that second level on the second week or the next week after the big bust. So it's still holding true. Those are very high probability weekly trades when you see that set up. All right, TLT. Let me see if I can go back. Here we go, TLT. Okay, yeah, this is just like the bond market, so we're expecting a little bit of a push up in TLT going up toward that upward channel right there. So Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So if we get back up in here, guys, this is probably where I'm going to look to start adding some more puts. But we'll reassess once we get back up there. All right, 30-year interest rates. So anytime in this market here we get back down to the edge of that rectangle, hey, we just need to mechanically start buying leap options in 30-year bonds. So we're just going to keep playing that game until we can't play it anymore. Okay, so that's it for the levels. Let's see here. All right, let's give me just a second. Let's take a look at the stats for the weekly levels. Okay, here are the stats, guys. You know, after we check out the weekly levels, what I want to make sure of is that I cover down on all of the stats. Stats are very important. We already know how these trades should play out, but there's nothing like keeping the actual stats so that you can go back and reflect and look at them. So again, let me remind you what this particular statistic gives you right here. So what this side right here, we've got the first level, second level. We're not going to worry about these, just the percentages. That really speaks volumes. So we want to know the percentage time for how often the underlyings are right here, how often the underlying closed inside the specified range for the week. So it was those levels we just went over. So the S&P closes inside that first level 93% of the time. Okay, that's very, very good information. Okay, I'm trading at the second level. I think once I get to 100 trades here in real time, I may be able to start tightening my shot group up, targeting for more money in the week. But I need to see the stats play out and run the numbers on it. Second level is the same thing here. It stays inside the second level 93% of the time. Okay, for the bonds, you can see they're very active around the first level. You know, they only close inside the first level range 53% of the time, but they have not yet ever closed outside of the second levels that we plot. Very, very good information. So does Crude. So there's several ways of using this, guys. We all trade Crude. Some of us trade the S&P, and a few of us may trade the bonds every once in a while. And I know some of you trade gold strangles. Hey, if you have a strangle on with a week to go, and I plot my levels, that's good information to know that 100% of the time over the past that these markets have held inside the second levels that I plot. This is very valuable information. So just gives you a weekly perspective of what the range, how the ranges play out. So that's all this is. And then I have another one that's hey, what's wrong with this thing? Okay, this just tells me here how many times it actually touches a level. So for the S&P, this is very important to know. So if I start tightening my shot group, it's good to know that, you know, so far 13% of the time we're going to touch that first level, and 6% of the time it's touched the second level. Look at the dollar. The dollar hasn't even touched the second level, not yet. So anyway, more good information to just keep back in the back of your mind there. That's how I use these levels. Use them to trade the S&P on a weekly basis. And any other trades I have these stats in the back of my mind as the trades are playing out. Alright, let's take a look at Okay, this is the crude market, guys. I just wanted to show you again. I'll show you one of these markets every time we watch do an update, just to show you how the automated signals are working out. So this almost looks like this morning's chart I showed you. Crude market straight up. Every buy signal we had was a winner. So hard not to have made any money if you took any of those signals today. So anyway, over here on the right side is the filter chart. So you can see, I won't go into how I actually use the filter, but the filter is what I'm going to eventually get programmed over here on the other side. It'll give you a couple of very, very high probability trades that will allow you to leverage up contracts and take advantage of that time. That's what makes a difference, guys. If you can find a strategy that's good to start off with, like this is very good. I haven't found anything better than this in several decades of programming pullback and trend systems. This is the best thing I've ever seen. But it's not as good as it can be, which is kind of scary for a guy like me. When I get this filter programmed in, and when this thing starts spitting out some of the highest probability trades in a direction, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. In my mind, I think I know how it might play out, but we'll never know till we get it all programmed up. Anyway, she works pretty good the way it is right now. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, I think that's it. That's a wrap for tonight. Hey guys, have a really nice weekend, and we had a good week of trading. Looking forward to next week. So I'm not sure if I'll get an update out Sunday night, but definitely Monday morning we'll publish the levels. I'll let you know what SPX Iron Condor trade I have queued up and what Broken Wing Butterfly I'm going to queue up in the SPX. So once again, you guys have a nice weekend. We'll talk to you later.